Welcome back to the Finprov podcast. I'm your host, as always, Finton Smith. Again, I say it every week. I feel, and maybe I just won't. It's like I'm in a loop. It's like Groundhog Day. The same thing just keeps happening over and over and over again. That, of course, is I don't know what to do in the 8 seconds that song goes for, and of course, you would think the easiest way is just cut it out. I literally don't have to be on screen at all for the 8 seconds. But it is a little bit of fun. It's not fun when it takes me 45 takes because I keep not liking what I do at the front. And then the thing I leave it on is usually pretty shit. What isn't shit is, look, if you don't mind, if you like the show, fun fact, if you make it past 60 seconds, 1 minute, that counts as a stream. And if you're streaming the podcast, you might as well be helping us out. And how do you do that? Oh, pretty easy. You can just like, you can rate, you can review, you can share, you can subscribe, you can comment, send in a voice memo, send in fan art, write a fan fiction, tell your mum, tell your dad, tell your dog, sing a song, do whatever you have to do whatever you can. You help me, it would mean the world. Look, we're already a global podcast, which, as we all know, is a factually accurate statement. We're global. I can't be global without you. You don't listen, we're not global. How the hell are we going to take down Joe Rogan? I'm not going to do it by myself. You know, he's only 5'3", so I'm sure I could, but it would help if I had yous. All right, thank you. Now that's out of the way. Before this episode, I like to look on social media, right, for inspiration, but not really, because all that thing does is make me annoyed, because I think it's all garbage. I think internet comedy, is usually pretty bad. And perhaps you could look at that and go, well, that's popcorn in the kettle black. Well, that's up to interpretation. Me, myself, I think is a little bit, I think I'm a little bit above it. You know, I'm not the best, but Jesus H. Christ. Some of the stuff on there really makes me want to jump out a window. And as we all know, I've done it before. Yeah. Oh, I think I was pushed again. I survived. If I survived when I was 2, I'm sure I could survive when I'm 22. Look, maybe we'll do that for a live podcast. Episode 50, I'll jump out of a window. You heard it here first. Look, I look online, and before this, there's some stuff on there that really makes you scratch my head. One of the sort of channels is, you know, you get those viral hacks, and the people that, like, it's like your content is purely based on, like, on what the commenter tells you to, like, what people watching tell you to do. And it's like, well, that's a good idea. I've tried doing that. I never got good ideas. And that was just with what should I talk about in the podcast. And I never got good ideas. Or even with, like, when I was doing impressions. No offense, guys. A lot of them are pretty bad. Pretty bad. Okay? So, I tried. I've told this story before. When I tried TikTok, they said, do woman, and I said, I'm actually going to delete the app. A lot of people they don't think like I think. They're happy to do it. And one of the big trends is, like, you know, people like drill things, or they'll paint stuff and, they put gold leaf on it. Oh, cool, that's real 24 karat. Whoa, that must be the most expensive Twinkie in the world. Oh, nom nom nom, I'm eating, wow. It's awesome. If I was 6, I bet that would be sick, right? And they get millions of views, and like, it's just insane. It's insane, right? One of the channels I've been watching, well, not watching, but keeps popping up, right? The guy on there has an extremely loose definition of the phrase very cool. Very cool. Things that I would describe as very cool is landing on the moon. Oh, that's very cool. Having a global podcast. I think that's very cool. I you know, I'm a lawn dad. I mow the yard. I go, that's very cool. You get the strike. I go, that's very cool. Yeah. Those things are very cool to me. Something that isn't very cool to me is, right, let me just read off a few of the things. Sharp spoon. You heard, will it sharpen? Spoon. For 10 seconds, he just sharpened a spoon. Oh, one of my commenters told me to cut dry paper, and look at that, it cuts the paper right through. Very cool. That's not very cool. Strawberry paint. Oh, if that doesn't tickle your fancy, how about Dorito paint? That's right. Crushed Dorito with some resin, some liquid, brush it out. Oh, it's a really faint, really weak orange. And that is, you crush the Doritos and you put it on there, and look at that. It really works. Very cool. How about a sharp gift card? You want to see a gift card cut through a tomato? Very cool. A real wooden Minecraft tools. You guessed it. It's just wood. It's just a wooden axe. That's it. Doesn't show it cutting a car. It doesn't show its functionality. But you guessed it. Very cool. A real gold food. As I said, a real gold Oreo. That seemed to get the biggest bite, quite literally. After you dunk it in milk, of course. Dip, twist, lick, whatever you do. You guessed it. Very cool. Up for interpretation. So very cool seems like a little bit of an overkill for attaching a lollipop to a drill and drilling, and lo and behold, the lollipop doesn't drill through wood. It just kind of makes the top of the wood a little bit pink. That's not very cool. That's actually a waste of all of our times. Putting one Lego brick, who's gonna win? Yellow Lego or the blue Lego? I get the drill and I put the blue Lego. The blue Lego is on the drill. It's on the drill bit, and the yellow is stationary. So I'm over the age of 3, so I'm pretty sure I know who's going to come better off. But that's it. It just goes into the other one, and that's it. That's it. You guessed it. Very cool. I mean, Jesus Christ. I know I'm one for hyperbole, but it's very cool. What is very cool is watching the What Do I Eat in a Day videos. That's very cool. That is really cool to see a 17-year-old white guy to see what he eats in a day. Oh my god, he eats Oreos for breakfast, and then he has porridge, and you go, no wonder he's so handsome. Oh, he puts melted chocolate in it for breakfast? Oh, well, hopefully he has something healthy for lunch. Oh, he's having a sandwich. Oh, okay, good. He's having fries? Oh my god. With cheese sauce. Oh, and he has a juice. Oh my goodness. For dinner, he has schnitzel with tacos? What? That was the one channel. It's literally, it's like, I don't know what the name is. I'm just going to say it like it's something like Fat Amy or whatever. But the whole series is what a fat girl eats in a day. I don't care what you eat in a day just because you're fat. I didn't care if you were skinny. I certainly don't care if you're fat. I love chips more than anyone in this world. If I just filmed all the times eating chips, I wouldn't want to eat them anymore. So seeing you do it, seeing you eat a pasta at 10 in the morning, then a steak at 12, then a pizza at 4, then McDonald's at 7. Sorry, Susan, or Fat Amy, whatever your channel. Just because you're fat doesn't qualify that I want to watch you eat. As I said, if you were skinny, I'd be just as uninterested. But people lap that shit up, apparently. Why? It is confusing. A different level of confusing, though. Side note, I get pretty smooth with these. Just quietly, getting pretty smooth with these transitions. So the joke there was that I was fumbling, so it was like I'm saying smooth transition, but actually I brought it to a screeching halt. So, and then when I'm saying I'm smooth, I'm bumbling and fumbling, running around the place. I can't get the words out. So there's levels to this, but again, I cannot compete with a man drilling a lollipop. I can't compete. I cannot. Oh, jeez Louise. Something that's confusing, as I was saying. Why are pants more professional than shorts? What's so professional about calves? Why can't my legs breathe? And I be seen as a businessman? You know, as you would know, I'm in the game. I'm in the game now, right? I'm on my way to Commission City, right? Harcourt's Northern Illawarra. I'm on the way to Mansion Metropolis, right? I'm on the way to dollar. I'm on the way to dollars DC. I'm on the way to dollars DC, right? But apparently, I'm going to have a very hard time getting there because a real point of tension and contention for me is why can I not wear shorts? Now, I get if we're at a funeral, I guess I'll wear a suit, right? Why, if I'm just meeting, if I'm just doing, what is so unprofessional about my calf? Because as far as I can tell, the only real discernible difference between pants and shorts is your calf is hidden. So I wear my shorts, right, so my knee to my calf is hidden. But I wear crew socks, right? My socks go to above my Achilles, they go just to the sort of the base of my calf. So it's literally just the meat on my calf and my knee. I would argue that they're not unprofessional body parts. It's not like I have a swastika on the back of my calf. It's not like I wear socks, you know, with just pictures of Trump or so. Like, you know what I mean? I don't have proud on the left sock, boy on the right, 2 AK-47s shooting up my legs. That sounds like it would be fun, but that's not. Why can't I go to Sunday brunch, right? Back-to-back weekend, Sunday brunch. Why can I not wear shorts? I did, but everyone's saying, oh, it's a bit unprofessional with your leg. It's just brunch. Brunch is the least professional of all meals. Brunch is so unprofessional, it doesn't even know what it wants. Does it want to be breakfast? Does it want to be lunch? Also, brunch is called brunch because it's in between breakfast and lunch. No? Am I incorrect? As far as I can tell, that's what it is, right? 2:30 is not brunch. You cannot call it brunch if it's at 2:30. 2:30 to 4:30 is not brunch. That's between lunch and dinner. That's an afternoon snack. That's siesta time. Lunch and dinner, what's that? Ladin. Dunch. You could call it dunch. You cannot call it brunch. 2:30 to 4:30 is not brunch. Talking about brunch, what a shitty combination Cosmos and nachos is. I guarantee the only reason they put them together is because they end in os. Nachos, Cosmos, you know. I tell you, it's a. If you thought it was good, you're an idiot. I certainly didn't, and it was even worse than I expected. One, you're drinking, it's just bitter. It's like bad lemonade. It's hurting your throat, and of course there's no alcohol. It's barely got any alcohol in it, so it's not like you're even getting a buzz for it. You're just hurting your throat, and then you're pairing that with salty and like the saddest excuse for you cannot call plain salty chips with spaghetti mince, beans that aren't even mixed in, just thrown on top, and unmelted cheese with a dollop of sour cream and a dollop of just store-bought guacamole mix. You cannot call that nachos. That's nachos at like a school camp. Also, bottomless, you cannot. How many plates of nachos can one man have? You cannot have 10 servings of nachos with Cosmos as your only thing to drink in your so-called brunch. Not the point, but still, what the hell's up with that? What the hell's up with that? That's unprofessional. Me wearing shorts is not the unprofessional part of the equation, right? Because a little bit of a real estate update, right? Busy week. We got to get clients. You got to get clients. You got to do it the old-fashioned way. The old door knocking, fly dropping, calling. I tried doing it in pants and I nearly died. Last week I arrived at Chafe City. This week I'm still there. The bus out has been delayed. So I'm still feeling the effects of walking 13 kilometers in pants. Just to look professional. I've been doing it in shorts ever since. I tell you what, I felt free. I felt free, and I've still felt pretty savvy. I've still felt pretty savvy. Why calves unprofessional? Why go? I will die on that sword. Calves are not unprofessional. There's many more unprofessional body parts. I'm not walking around in Birkenstocks. You're not seeing my toes. They're unprofessional. But my calves? If I was walking around with like work kappa in my footy shorts, sure. I mean, come on. But yeah, real estate update. It's not great, hey. I mean, actually, to be honest, I enjoy fly dropping. Just walking like 10 plus K a day. Like, I average about 12 kilometers a day, just going around, dropping flies. But I get pretty bad anxiety, like, doing it. It's like, it's nervous. I hate doing it when I see someone there. Just sort of, or you hear someone in the house, you see them parking their car, they're looking at you, I just head down, walk past that house. You hear the dogs barking, because people leave their dogs inside for some reason. And then you just, I literally just, you go to, in the letterbox, I just sprint up, put it in, and sprint past. I don't enjoy that part. Do not enjoy that part. But actually, I forgot to mention, I should have been aware. I guess, you know, that uncomfortable feeling, I got first-hand experience before I even started, right? Before I started, I had to do a photo shoot, you know? Your boy had to look fresh. Now, you've seen the $5 suit, but you haven't seen the $200 suit, right? To be honest, the $5 suit's a hell of a lot more comfortable, I'll tell you that much. Hell of a lot more comfortable. But the other suit's alright. Now, not my decision, but we took the photos on the beach to show, like, sort of the background, get the shot, you know, a lot of that, you know, stock standard stuff, you know. And we did it. But it was like in the afternoon, and if you've ever been on the beach, if you've just ever been on the beach, near the water, on sand, you know, just think of a beach, then think how many people in full-blown suits you've seen on that beach. Take a minute. No, I can't think of anyone. Right? Because it's kind of weird. Usually, when you're on the beach, you're taking layers off. You're not putting them on. But we did, and it's a bit of a locals beach. And when you're standing there, looking into the sun, trying to keep composed, and you got surfers walking past you, making fun of you, looking at you funny. You got honeys on the beach. I'm a sweaty guy, but I tell you what, I sweat a lot more that day. I could have filled up the ocean. I did not enjoy that. As soon as I could, it was up the stairs. Some old bloke, some father with son, oh, you guys don't look like you're dressed for the beach. I know I'm not. This is not how I would stop. I don't need that. You telling me I don't look dressed for the beach? You, I do look dressed for the beach. I do think you think this is what I wanted to wear? You're gonna wear your Mambo, yeah, okay, you're gonna wear your Lowe's, your Lowe's bloody Hawaiian shirt, yeah? And your Mambo rush vest, yeah? You know, that was what was going on the inside. On the outside, you know, I did the classic. Oh, yeah, it's a bit hot. It's like, yeah, have a good one, mate. Yeah, that's the duality of man, I suppose. Look, I don't think it's any stretch to say that I'm usually confused by trends. I'm usually a little bit behind. And there's one trend that's basically, it seems like every second person I know is doing it. Every second person you see is doing it. And I don't understand. That of course is rock climbing. Now, don't get me wrong. When I was a kid, I used to love climbing. There's one time I was in some random backyard. I didn't even know whose house it was at. But I was in this tree and I was like, see if you could get to the top, Little macho man. I was right up high. And I went to sort of on my way down and I slipped. And I fell, it could just be my childlike exaggeration. But I swear, I fell probably 4 meters just straight onto my back, onto a branch. And then off of the branch, another 2 meters onto the ground. Like it was something from a cartoon. I walked away without a scratch. So maybe I just tripped over a twig. But from memory, I fell like 6 meters out of a tree in total, culminating just falling back first onto a branch. That was a weird day. They had snakes there. There was a barbecue. It was weird. Weird fever dream, perhaps. But either way, I get it. Now, I never liked actual rock climbing at places. I always got scared, like, of the heights there. It's like, I could do it. I could climb a tree and stuff, no worries. But climbing a wall where I'm harnessed in, that's where it was scary. I've got holes in my psyche, that's for sure. Not as many holes. I'm currently watching my fish ram into the wall because it's seeing its reflection. We've all got demons. That's not the point. The point is, what the hell's up with rock climbing? Why is everyone doing rock climbing all of a sudden? It's like, I don't think in the last decade I ever saw, you would see like there would be one person that does rock climbing and you go, James is a bit weird, isn't he? Yeah, he does rock climbing. Now it's like, it's the in vogue thing to do. I see everyone doing it. Why? Men, women, young, old, everyone's doing it. Why? Can someone, maybe it's just because I'm a coward, but you're just climbing rock, and it's like, as far as I can tell, they'll spend like 8 hours just on a rock face. Now, it's one thing climbing up cliffs and doing like big boy extreme stuff, but just shirtless with a bit of chalk climbing a small rock. Man, I guess it's fun. But is no one else noticing that? There's a lot of people rock climbing. What's up with that? There's a lot of people rock. You're just holding a rock. As I confess, I think mowing a yard's fun. So we've all got weird kinks, I suppose. But I just feel like I've seen a lot of people doing it. It's okay though. Because I can understand rock climbing. What I can't understand is that there's still, unfortunately we live in the age of social media. We live online. And I don't really like it, right? But we do. And with that comes a lot of flexing, How I made $3 million in 1 year. And it's like, it's made to be inspirational, but they're just flexing on you. It's like, that's awesome. That's really cool. And then you see like guys like, the Pauls and just absolute knobs, right? Rappers, it's very big in the hip hop culture. And then of course is flexing cash, right? Flexing money. But they're not showing you their bank statements or their they're not showing you that. They're not showing you their credit cards. They're not showing you their platinum Commonwealth bank card, are they? No, they're showing you hundos, right? Showing you stacks of cash. And I just think it's a little bit funny that in a cashless society, flexing cash is cool. It's not cool. What's your super look like? What's your NAB look like? What's your NAB account look like? Huh? You're flexing. My guy, if you use cash, I go to a cafe, I've only got cash on me because it's someone else's. The first thing I'm telling me is, I'm so sorry. This isn't mine. It's someone else's. Please, don't sue me. They go, no worries. I go, please. I'm so sorry. You feel like you feel like it's illegal. I feel like it's illegal to use cash, right? Of course it's not, but that's what it feels like. So flexing cash. If I'm a stripper, don't be throwing $1 at me. Don't be throwing dollar bills at me. Don't be putting a hundo in my ass crack. Put your credit card details, huh? Put your bank details in there. I would have a paper. I'd have like a phone there, right? Like some sort of screen in my thong, and on it, it would be like an app, and you would just click it, and I would have my bank there, and you would transfer straight into my account. That's how I would do it. It's fast, seamless. You get it straight away. That would be the worst part. That'd be the worst part. You got a stack of hundos. You know those guys just got it out of the ATM, and they're gonna have to go back to the bank to put it in. You're walking around in your music clip with the 100,000 in notes. Most places don't want cash, so you're probably gonna have to take. That tickles me, thinking I'm gonna shoot this video. I'm gonna get $100,000 in cash, and then when you guys close at 6, right? 6, okay. Well, about 5:30, I'll come back, I'll swing around, and I'll deposit it back. You gotta put it back. That seems funny to me. What isn't funny to me is why RSLs. Been going to a lot of RSLs lately, not by choice, not by design. It's just fate, right? You know, the leagues club, the local. One thing that is part and parcel with the RSL is signing in or signing up, becoming a member. And I just think that that's a little bit silly. Now, if you look it up, it's because they're liquor licensing or whatever. I get that, but it's the year 2021, and for some reason, nowhere else does it, right? Because they're a community club or whatever. But it's like, just because I live nearby doesn't mean I'm going to come here just so I can get $1 off of my chicken schnitzel. I love that deal. I love bargains, but I don't actually know if that's worth me spending $10 just to sign up for a year. I don't think I'll be coming back 11 times to make this a worthwhile investment. In fact, most RSLs, you'll be lucky if you go more than twice a year. That's kind of what they are. One time I went 4 times a year and I had to take a year off because that relationship was moving too quickly. It was moving way too quickly. The straw that broke the camel's back is there was these old netball girls going around for the raffles and stuff, didn't come up to me. And I went, okay, apparently I don't look like I have $2 to spend. Was it because they didn't think I had money to buy in? Did they think I wouldn't buy in? Did they know that my membership was expiring soon? I don't know. Currently, I have 2 expired memberships in my wallet. And it's like, the thing, you're signing up, right? Bro, sometimes that takes like 10 minutes. Why the hell I gotta sign up? Last time I went to the RSL, I go in there, and it was weird. You gotta show your vaccination and everything now, right? And I show the guy my thing, and this dude, he stops me. He's looking at it, he goes, oh yeah, you can look right there. You can see the time right there. That's how you know it's real. And I'm going, I know it's real. I wasn't curious if it wasn't. And he's like, yeah, look, you just look there, and that's how you know it's real. I'm like, okay. So right there, I knew that I should have left. But I didn't. I pushed through, right? Now, I didn't have to sign up, but my partner had to sign up. I was out of area, but I still got to sign in. But I had to wait for them. I had to wait 10 minutes for them to sign up, take the photo, do everything before they let me go in. And what? Just so I can put a piece of paper in my wallet. You don't ask me for the piece of paper. You never want to see it. I never want to see it. It just stays in the wallet for 3 years before I throw it out, right? Why on earth do I do it? It's not even like they contact you. They don't even contact you. If they're going to harass you, it's like a mailing list. Sure. You'll be lucky if you hear from them. It's unlucky if you hear from them more than once a year, right? Oh, the big Easter raffle's on. Get your hams. $5 entry. $10 will get you 20 tickets. Oh, it's a good deal. That's what you hear. Or on your birthday, you'll get like a thing that goes, oh, here's a drink on us. And I go, I'm not gonna go to the RSL for my birthday. But thank you for thinking of me. That's all. That's very kind of you. So it's not. I don't. What's the point? Why I need to sign up? Why I need to sign in? The other thing is, you have to do it, right? So you'd think that the cameras they take to take the photo would just putting it out there, be a little bit flattering. Just slightly. Just like getting your license is bad enough. That's never a good picture. But getting an RSL picture is the worst thing ever. I went with a shaved head. I looked like I belonged in some Siberian prison. It's all dark. It's shadowy. I'm off center. The smile's gone. It's kind of my eyes. It's got my eyebrows drooping because of the shadows. You don't even see the top of my head. It's like just kind of half my forehead in. I look terrifying. And that's there for 3 years. Just for $1 off a schnitzel. At least if it was like $5, that'd be cool. But no, member versus non-member is usually never more than $2 difference. What's the why have a? Do you know what? Why is that a thing? Because it's not you're not making your money back. There's no way you're making. It's no way you're making the difference. No one goes that much. If you're under 73, you're not making your money up. Jeez Louise, it really it boils my turkey. I do not understand it. You know what I do understand though is this. This concludes another episode of the Finprov podcast. As always, I have been your host, Finton Smith. On behalf of the team here at Finprov Podcast and Finprov Productions, I'd like to thank you, the loyal listener, for joining me, for liking, commenting, subscribing, rating, reviewing, for doing whatever you have to do to spread the word, spread the message. Help me take over the podcast world, because without you, I'm nothing. Without me, you got nothing to listen to. It were a match made in heaven. So have a nice evening, nice morning, nice night, nice afternoon. Just whatever you do, do it to your best endeavors, and just remember to have fun.